The engine is starting up.
For launch. GC. Go. Guidance. Go. Fido. Go. Prop. Go. GNC. Go. Max. Go. Eagle. Go. Ecom.
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the R.I.F.T Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Becoming Universally Aligned. I'm your host, Cindy, and I have a guest on today, Joni. Everybody should know her from Astrology the Series and Astrology Meets True Crime. So today I wanted to talk with Joni about the planets and all of the different things that are happening. There's a lot actually happening just in January. And so she's going to come on and hopefully we can get past January on some of these things. But what I have been seeing lately a lot with people having dreams and dreams being so vivid and bringing up almost like a past life, or maybe they're not really sure what these dreams are. And it's, might be giving them some anxiety. So what I have been doing is using the sound bowls and working on your sacral chakra and the third eye chakra at the same time. So kind of giving clarity to what we're feeling and working on those emotions, and also doing some grounding as well. And working with those bowls. And I think it's been giving people a lot of relief. So we can get talking about that some more tonight. But let me bring Joni in here and say hello.
Hello, Miss Cindy.
Hello. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you, my friend?
Very good. Very good. Except for a little bit of a sinus thing happening, but that's okay. Oh,
Well, congrats on the show. It's a great show.
thank you. I'm a little bit less nervous every day, but yeah, it's pretty exciting and I like doing it.
Good.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
are going to
so-
need you in January. I
Oh,
think people should get those bowls and just wear them around their neck, and everybody needs the bowls.
yeah, I know. So I kept one out here too, but for the third eye, just because So the first thing was you were talking about Mercury and Neptune and how it's going to be the fog. And I think so for our thoughts, we can use the frequencies. We can use the tuning forks like the 852 frequencies we can listen to, or the third eye chakra singing bowl too. And that's going to help you relax and clear your thoughts too. So I'm going to just pop into the chat here and say hello to everybody.
You know, that's true with the Mercury, and that's on New Year's Day, the foggy
Right,
day.
right. And yeah, and that's going to be hard on people too, right? Because anybody who's been out the night before, which I don't do that anymore, but can you imagine how they're going to be feeling?
They're not going to know. They're going to be foggy anyway. So
Yeah,
just let them. We're just kind of sleep off the fog.
yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to the top. This is my downfall. I think Joni is the chat, getting into the chat here. So Michelle, thanks for joining. And CSUN, thank you for joining. And Lois,
Hi, Miss
hello.
Lois.
Yeah, CSUN.
Hi, hon.
I think that's it for now. So, so yeah, we were just talking about these things, and I guess sometimes when I look at it, these planets that are transiting. So, how important is it for us to look at our own chart for these things happening, or should we just not even worry about what our chart is saying and just?
You know what? January it's actually January of 2026 is, I described 2025 where you're going up the roller coaster, and it just seemed like when you thought, okay, this is it, this may be my path, this may be a good project, you were shifted back into something else. So it was the year of the shifting. And we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
January 1, we literally start immediately and it doesn't stop. So I think the best thing in January, because usually in January it's kind of it's Capricorn season. So
Yeah.
it's a little bit calmer. It's grounded. No, Capricorn's going to be so triggered in the beginning of the month that it's going to be, I'm going to plan, I need to strategize. It's full steam ahead. It's
Yeah.
And Mars is going to be really triggered. They all are actually. We're seeing transits that we've never seen before. So I think if you were to look at your own chart with everything that's going on in January, I think you would get a little stressed. I would take it day by day,
Yeah.
release everything that you don't want in your life because that's going to bring in the new.
Right.
It's a lot of when you Capricorn is the boss. It's the hard worker. It's strategy. It's let's get moving. It's a starter sign. That energy, and like we talked about it, there's a 5-planet stellium in the beginning of the month that is phenomenal. So we don't want to waste this energy. So you could get really caught up looking at your chart. Just know that get the stuff moving, get things moving because you're going to feel that push. There's going to be a lot of pushing
Yeah.
energy.
So the stellium is going to be in what sign? Is in Capricorn.
Capricorn. That's going to
So
be until the 17th. So the 1st through the 17th, we have 5 planets. And then you said Stefan counted Atlas.
yes, he did, because
Did
it
he?
was right in the path. He
Is
added
it?
it. Yeah, he did.
So Well, he can count that. So that would make 6 objects up in the sky. And then, the third, we start off with a full moon in Cancer
Right.
immediately,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is it's a beautiful full moon. Cancer is a good full moon, but it is quick and it's push. And like I said, we are seeing things the entire month of January. We have 1 or 2 oppositions, which are harsh, maybe 2 squares, if that. The rest are all favorable. It is so powerful. It's the most powerful month of the year.
So for the full moon in Cancer,
Mhm.
so what I was feeling on that was going to be a lot of like ancestral healing, and emotional release, which we work on that every full moon anyhow,
Yes.
right? But and then an urge to I, I don't know why, but I feel that we're going to have an urge to protect our energy for some reason. That's what I'm feeling about it anyhow. And
Well,
it's a release and
perfect.
a healing. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
perfect because it's in Cancer. Cancer that is your ancestral sign. That, rules the 4th house of ancestors. It's the home,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
protection. So that
Yeah.
so what you're picking up is completely spot on.
Yeah. But that's a lot all within the 6 days because that Kazimi, I don't even know how to say it
Because yeah,
exactly.
Kazimis.
It's right after that too.
Now, yeah,
So
a Kazemi is when a planet hits the sun. It's called the heart of the sun. January is the month of Kazimis. We have back to back to back. It's all conjunctions. What are conjunctions? That's when 2 planets get together and they basically blend their energies together. It's all month.
and the sun is also like well, for is it not forceful because the sun is um putting that shining the light on that
Yes.
subject, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're positive. They're very, very positive.
Yeah.
But they can be a little tiring. So watch your energy the first 2 weeks of January because you're going to feel pushed.
Okay.
Okay. So, and it's going to be get moving. Um, Here it comes. It's going to be the universe saying, look, I showed you a little bit last summer of what was coming. So remember back in June, July, and August, how things speeded up and people were like going crazy and they're like, I don't know what's up. I don't know and people are running around like maniacs because
Yeah.
the energy was just so strong.
Right.
So the universe said, look, I gave you a preview. Now we're here.
Yeah.
So it will hit January. It's powerful, but it's very positive energy.
Yeah. So a lot of grounding and just, if people aren't into meditation, they need to start getting into meditation and just calming and clearing themselves, I think. Um,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I think I had shown you too. I think my son would be okay to say this, but he is a Capricorn stellium. Like I think and then so yes, I'm gonna tell him he better take some holidays
He's a
for
ca- he,
January.
we'll have to
So
look at his chart. I would be so interested. Hi, Miss Denise. I would be so interested. He is going to just be overloaded with just, I want to do this. I want this project. I want to do this for work. It could be
um,
huge promotions for him at that time too.
yeah, yeah, that's pretty possible too. Yeah, I'll have to. And that is so obviously his birthday is in January, and I was going to do a solar return chart for him too. So we'll work on that.
I'll tell you what, the first 2 weeks for any um We call them cardinal signs. So cardinal signs are the initiators, the starters. They are the signs that are at the beginning of every season. So what happens at a season? New things. So we have Aries, we have Capricorn, Libra, and Cancer. Those are what we call cardinal signs. So this energy is going to really push the cardinal signs more so.
Right.
So cardinal
Okay.
signs, get ready.
Yeah. And that I wasn't sure.
It's
So
it's
you're
crazy.
saying, I know, and because originally, when I was kind of preparing for just getting on with you, I was kind of comparing to where it was happening in my chart. So you're saying we shouldn't even worry about what house we need to do the work on. We should just kind of roll with it.
You can look to see where I would look to see where the full moon falls. Like in the beginning of the month, find out where this stellium is going to hit your chart. Look at Capricorn. Look at where Capricorn Aquarius energy is in your chart, because those are the two. That's where they're whatever house Capricorn rules. Like if you're an Aries rising, it's going to hit your 10th house, right?
Yeah, I think
So look on your chart and see where Capricorn is. And that's where a lot of this energy is going to be bundled.
it's either, no, I have to look at it again. I don't have my
What's your rising?
Gemini. So I think it's either my 7th or 8th house.
Let's see, Gemini. Let's see, Gemini over here.
And I have probably
Seven.
I have
It should be
seventh.
seventh.
Yeah, so
Is it?
relationships, partnerships, things like
Maybe.
that.
I don't know. Look on your chart, but as far as daily transits, I would, because every day in January, we have a major transit occurring with an outer planet,
It's my 8th house.
8th house.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking I have everybody else's chart in my book except for my own.
Hey, so see, it just depends on where Capricorn is, and that's where a lot of the energy could go. And it was funny. Today I was looking at January, and Capricorn is in my 10th house. And I pulled up our calendar for January, right?
Yeah.
Every single day in January, we are so busy at work. And I thought, here it is. So you can see it. If you just kind of give it a glance on your natal chart, you'll be able to see where that a lot of that energy will be focused.
Right. Okay. So after January, then what does February look like for us?
Oh, the end of January. Let me just tell you about the end of January, right? We go into where we've never seen this in recorded history that I'm aware of. No, we haven't. We have what we call the personal planets, right? That move quicker. They affect our personal lives, which is Mercury, how we communicate, Venus, how we love, relationships, create, and Mars, action, drive. Okay, so we've got those guys. And then we have the sun and the moon, the illuminaries. They move quickly. Starting like on the 17th, we then go into another stellium, and then that hits on the 19th of Aquarius. So we're going to have an Aquarian stellium with all the personal planets are going to all conjunct Pluto back to back to back. So it's like from the 17th to for about 9 days, 10 days, everybody hits Pluto in a conjunction. Again, we've never seen this.
And so when they say that all of the planets are aligning in the sky, are they all at the same degree, or they're just off a little bit?
They're going to be off a little bit. They're going
Yeah.
to look like they're all aligned, and I'm not sure what Stefan is. Keith sent me a text just before we came on, and Stefan said there's this big hole or something in the sun
Oh, yes.
that's
Yeah.
getting ready to turn or something, and it's in the shape of Japan.
Oh,
And what's weird is he said there have been a lot of earthquakes in Japan, and I said, and he said, I just took a picture of the calendar for January, and I said to Keith, he said there's a historical event coming up in the next 2 weeks, and I'm thinking, well, it's the whole month. So I was looking
yeah.
for Uranus because that is usually earthquakes is Uranus, but so I'm going to have to dig a little bit and find out what he's talking about. Uranus is in retrograde right now. At the end of the month, though, it starts to move direct, and that's when all hell will break loose. So if there's going to be earthquakes, it will be more around like February, well, about the 30th, 31st
Yeah.
of January. So I thought it was weird that it was shaped like Japan, he said.
Well, it's almost two spots together. I was looking at it. It's almost like they're touching. Like it's pretty large. He said that it's one of the largest that they have seen for a sunspot.
We do have Mars conjunct Pluto on the 27th. That could be an earthquake too. I don't know but that's the entire month. We literally hit the ground running of getting the universe is finally saying, okay, time to put our big boy and big girl pants on. Now is the time to do things. There's no more sitting around. Here it comes.
Yeah,
You got a little taste of it last year. Now get things done.
That's what Denise is saying. Get the fire in her behinds. Yeah.
It's gigantic in January.
And so sixth house for Lois is
Work.
Yeah.
Day-to-day routine could be that, it could be a new job. Could be a promotion. We just, a lot of this stuff in January, we don't know.
And Denise is same as me, I think. I think that she's Libra as well, right?
Denise is a Virgo.
Oh, Virgo. Okay.
Denise is a Virgo. So that's January. Hit the ground running. Be strategic. Get things planned. Map everything out that you want to accomplish because this is the year to do it.
Yeah. And everything that I have been seeing that this year is like you're saying too, that it is all harmony. It's harmonious, right? Like there really isn't anything. And even I don't know about the sunspots too, but I mean things like that are happening on the planet all the time with earthquakes and things like that. So it's you just have to deal with it as it comes.
It's a very harmonious year, but it's almost when the outer planets are involved, it usually is one or two. We have all of them involved in 2026. We have, I mean, again, we're seeing patterns of 8,000 years ago, 1100 AD year. We're seeing patterns that thousands and thousands of years. And we've never seen this. Some things we've never seen recorded in history. So February boom. And then when we go into February, we started out with a full moon in Leo. Leo takes, Leos are powerful full moons.
Yeah. Okay.
But but again, we go right into eclipse season in February, which is early. So we have a solar eclipse. We have what we call the Great Conjunction in the Aries zero creator degree. This is the one 8,000 years. This one's 8,000 years old.
And
That's on,
that's in April?
no, that's on February 20th.
Oh, that's February 20th. Okay.
Yeah. So see, we go, Neptune goes back into Aries in January, then Saturn hits Aries. So all that energy that y'all felt in the summer that was very pushy and forward and movement in the summer, and it was go go go, it's back. It's back to stay. That it comes back January, February.
And those eclipses, so spiritually, I remember, was it in September when we had those two, the 7th and the 21st?
Mhm.
They are very healing. They're like anything that you want to heal and clear is perfect time to do that through eclipse season as well.
That's true. And
Yeah.
that's true, but and these are early. These are early this year. They're in February and August. And so those are powerful. We have the Great Conjunction in February. We have a 5-planet and again, here we go again with another huge stellium, 5 or 6 planet stellium at the end of February, all in Aries. So we're all going to go through the same things over and over. Oh, I mean, it's crazy.
Right.
February is buckle up month. So that's the whole new, if you've heard people talk about the Great Awakening
Yeah.
or the new earth, I've heard that term, new beginning, new start. It's February 20th, 2026.
Okay. And I feel like it's already happening, right? Like
I think it is.
it's I don't know. I just feel like there's far too many synchronicities and
Yep.
things like that. The more people that you run into, there's we're all on the same page, right? That's how I feel anyhow.
I think
Now,
I think the people that are vibrating and know energy and can feel energy and are aware of it know that something is coming. You just feel it. You can feel it.
yeah. So
Um,
one interesting thing was, I don't know if you follow Robert Edward Grant.
no,
So he's a mathematician, scientist, spiritual guru, we'll say. Anyhow, the Architect Plus is an AI that he has designed. Anyhow, he was in the pyramids and down in the King's Temple. And like he's so spiritual. He was seeing visions, and the wall kind of cleared away and then came back. And he was seeing about a throat chakra and a person. He was in tears. That the person was so sad, and it was about healing the throat chakra. And as he went out of the pyramid, whatever happened down there spiritually opened up a new chamber, something that they couldn't find on anywhere in the diagrams of that pyramid. And they just unlocked a new chamber to discover in there.
see,
It's amazing. Yeah, like
yep. That I
wild
think that's what
chamber.
we're going to see.
Yeah,
That's what we're going to see all year long.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm telling you, get ready. It's a year of not sitting around. It's a year of pushing for your dreams, pushing for anything you wanted. The universe is going to tell you, here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is. The energy's there. If you don't get it and grab it and make it happen for you, sorry about your luck,
Yeah.
because it's all there.
And realizing how powerful we are, right? That,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And be careful of not falling into fear, because it's easy to get anxious when we don't know. We don't know. So if it's the unknown, where we can't go back and look it up and say, well, this happened at this time or that time back in history, so that'll give us kind of an idea. So if it's the unknown, don't fall into fear. These
Yeah.
are very favorable transits.
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
let them suck you in, because they don't. We really don't know what a lot of these things are going to do.
Right.
Is it going to hit fast? Doubt it. It's the outer planets. It's slower moving. But
And with that too, so we were just talking about that tonight about with all of these dreams, clear visions that we're having in dreams, and you can
yep,
wake up the next morning or maybe I mentioned that earlier. You can wake up suddenly in the night and just it's an anxiety, right? Because I'm not sure, was that real? Like, what is happening here?
yeah.
And just trying so you can use frequencies, you can use meditation, but to ground yourself and clear that anxiety. Because I don't know if you've ever had that too, but having those dreams and then going on with your day and everything just feels off, right?
Mhm.
Until you can clear that away. But yeah.
And that's because Neptune is involved in this great conjunction. So we've got Neptune that's back into Pisces, that was there for 13 years, clearing everything, everything, pulling up everything that didn't get fixed. So now it's going to start back. It's going to hit Aries soon. It hits Aries on January 26th. So that there's your dreams, because now it's probably sitting at 29 Pisces. So it's right at the top. That's Pisces. So from
Yeah.
now until the end of January, those dreams are going to be extremely vivid.
Yeah. Wow. Oh my
And
gosh.
intuition too.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
Journal it, write it down, because you could be getting really good messages during this
Right.
time.
Yeah. And the creativity too. So
Yep.
Mercury is creativity, right? So is it not?
It is for writing.
Yeah.
Mercury is writing. Venus is really your creative one. Venus
Okay.
energy, very
Okay.
creative, just like for designing and arts and beauty and crafts. But Mercury is is writing.
Okay. I
So
was thinking, yeah, putting your voice to paper or like putting your words to paper. Yeah. Okay.
any of those things, anything that you are dreaming of doing, dreaming of accomplishing, really work on that the first couple weeks. You're going to be pushed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because Mars, which is the push, Mars is always the planet that pushes us to do things.
Right.
In Capricorn, in this cluster bomb, and Mars is going to be our push. And it's what we call exalted in Capricorn. It works extremely well. So just watch that you don't really work, 12, 13 hours a day, because it's going to be, I got to get this done. I'm compelled to do it. I'm
Yeah.
compelled to get
Keep
this.
your energy up.
Yeah.
How to keep your energy up from that.
And then we flip to Aquarius, and it starts all over again. It's January and February are going to be crazy, exciting, crazy, the unknown crazy.
Yeah. I like that.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I think it's exciting.
Yeah.
Um, be mindful though that it's going to move fast, and you don't want to miss anything.
No.
You know, you
So journaling with that too, right? So then at least you're keeping. I've read too that you know how kids have a hard time falling asleep. If you sit with them, I don't even know where I heard this actually, but if you sit with them at bedtime and instead of doing a game or something like that, ask them, get them to tell you about their day. And so just having them focus their mind on everything that they did in that day, then it clears all of that out and then they get tired and they go to sleep.
see, isn't that because think about it, if a little one has all these things that happen and it's all stored up there.
Yeah.
By telling you that it is a release.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know if it's a characteristic of Libra, but I used to play things over and over and over in my head. Like I should have said this. What if I say that? Blah blah blah. Right. And so once you do, you stop that um, squirrel or whatever in your brain, then
The
you just have
hamster.
so much more clarity.
The hamster.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Anything that you can find to do in January and February to keep focused, stay focused is important.
Yeah.
Whatever you can do, because you're going to be getting a lot of information. We don't, I guess, we're going to find out.
Yeah.
But, it's just looking at it. January is off the charts. It's off the charts. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you? I don't even know how. I'm going to be perfectly honest. As many natal charts that I look at and transits, I don't even know how you're going to be able to read your own natal chart. There's so many. And it's like, wait, the sun is conjunct Mercury, then Mercury conjuncts Pluto, and then Mercury conjuncts, and then Venus conjuncts Pluto. And then it's craziness. And then Neptune hits 0 degrees of Aries. So it's bam, bam, it's one right after the other. I don't know how you're going to even be able to look at your chart.
Well, and I was thinking about that too. So my solar return chart, I think it was in April. I did mine much earlier than my birthday in October, so about 6 months earlier. But um, I'm just wondering about doing mine for next year again, right? Like when would someone do that? I guess there's no point in even worrying
I
about.
would, don't do it. Don't look. Well, by the time we get to September, we're going to be, things are going to have been, we're going to be very, very clear at the path of where this is, what happened, and where things are supposed to be. Probably more clarity than we've had since 2008. I
Yeah.
mean, it's the clarity should be, I'm going to say after probably about August, September.
So, and have you heard? So, some people have been saying that during the winter solstice, so it was the end of a 9-year cycle. Is that to do with numerology, or do you know of anything that with the planets that they're talking about? I'm not too sure. I just
Um,
was hearing that.
I don't know anybody that has a 9-year cycle. Uranus has like a 7 or 8. Saturn is 3. Jupiter's 1. Neptune's about 13. And Pluto can go from 15 to 30 because it has a weird orbit. So I don't know of any. I think that's more numerology, maybe.
Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah. Because we're in the 9-year right now. So then, yeah.
What does the 9-year mean?
So it's the end of a cycle, and then we're going to something new. Um, as far as I know.
Wow. Well,
Because 2025, I know, yeah, numerology there. Thank you, Denise.
numerology. So that
Yeah,
would be this is so see that matches up right with Saturn Neptune great conjunction, which is at 0 degree, which is a whole new beginning, creator
right,
degree. So it's
right,
creation, new creation. I think by the end of this year, nobody's going to look at their lives are not going to be anything like they were in January.
right. Yeah,
It's going to be that crazy.
yeah.
Um, but in a very it's like I said, it's very harmonious, but it's very powerful. And
So,
the
and that's kind of what I wrote down for um so the sun conjunct to Venus there. That's what I had found where it was talking about rebirth and radiate and renewal of self-worth for that. And we'll finally see who we are as far as our energy, right? Because I think so many people are just going to become amazed.
I
That's
think
what,
that's the whole year.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's the whole year. I think that's the theme of the whole year. People energy is going to take front and center.
Hmm.
I mean, I think this is such an awakening for so many people that they've never dealt with energy. They don't know what it, but I think they're going to be pushed to learn about it because they're not. It's going to be so out of their control that they're not going to know what to do
Right. Yeah.
because this is powerful. Of these, the outer planets that we've never seen this, and the power that we're going to see is going to be phenomenal. And I just looked again, and what we went through with Pluto in January, we're going to go through with Black Moon Lilith in February. So there's a lot of it's it's active, it's powerful, but again, when we don't have a lot of oppositions or a lot of squares,
Yeah.
it's wonderful energy.
Right. Yeah.
So if things don't happen in your life and you don't get on the path you want to, keep trying because it's not like the universe doesn't have your back because it does.
Yeah, for sure. All the opportunities are just going to present themselves.
You have to do it.
Yeah.
You have to, the astro the you get to the door, but it's up to you to open the door. So, I mean, like I said, till March is a little bit quieter, but we have an eclipse in March. So that kind of knocks March out. March
Right.
again, March is another crazy one. It's just like January, February. What I would do if I follow astrology, I would look at my chart on a weekly basis because it's changing so quickly.
Okay.
Um, April again, April is a big month. We have that a 7 planet stellium in Aries for like 6 days. Seven planets are in Aries.
And then, so can you talk about the galactic center? Is that where that's
Yes.
involved, right?
The galactic center was involved in the last new moon.
Okay.
And that kind of I thought, oh, this looks like it could be opening the door because it's Sagittarius is the higher consciousness, the higher mind. And the galactic center is located, it's the middle of the universe, of the Milky Way, our Milky Way. It's at 28 degrees, 27, 28 degrees Sagittarius, the higher mind. The last new moon, which is planting seeds, it's when you start things, was hit the moon hit the galactic center, the
Okay.
sun and the moon together, which again, a rare occurrence. Everything that we're seeing is rare.
Right. Yeah.
It's not 30 years. We're talking thousands of years. Some things are 30, 100 years, but we're seeing things thousands of years old, like we've never seen before. It's exciting. It's an exciting time to be here.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think it is, but I
Yeah.
like adventure.
Well, I agree too, because so many things are changing. So many more things are more acceptable than they were years ago, right? Like, there's a lot of people too that wouldn't believe in certain things, and now all of a sudden they are believing.
Well, I think it's going to even be in the beginning after January that it's going to be. I think they're going to want guidance because sometimes when you have energy things and cycles and you're not getting your answers, but deep down in your heart something is going to happen. You look to find out, well, where can I get at least a hint?
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think people that aren't aware of it are going to start to be aware. It's going to slap them right in the face. They're not going to have a choice. They're not going to have
Yeah.
a choice.
And then maybe search out the answers, right? Or find someone to help them with that.
Like come to like you for healing energy.
Right. Yeah.
I think people that do your kind of work are just going to be bombarded with people. Like you say, they're going to be anxious because when we don't know something, we're anxious. We become anxious,
Right.
right?
And there's a lot of us out there, like, um, especially where I am here in St. Mary's. I couldn't even tell you how many places in town that offer Reiki. Maybe not biofield tuning, but Reiki. There's every wellness place has it, right? And there's probably at least 10 in a very, very small town here.
Isn't that great? I think it's
Yes,
great.
it is. It is. It's amazing.
See, we don't have, I don't know how many, we don't even have any little spiritual shops.
Oh,
Like where
really?
you can get like essential oils or candles or books.
Oh,
We had one and that was Donna's shop. But now we don't have any. We don't have
oh,
any little
really?
shops.
Oh my gosh. Well, there you go. There's your
No.
project. Yeah.
No business. But when you go out and get a business, it's just the hours and the hours to own and operate a business. No.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just stick with the stars.
Yes.
We've got that big stellium in April. That's
Okay.
April. Uranus goes retrograde. Uh, May, I think July caught my eye too. I'm probably missing something in June. July is like January, February, and March. All the outers get activated again for a 9-day period in July.
9 days.
9 days. We have a lot of things happening again. And this is when the Magi triangle kicks in,
Okay.
which we've been under that influence. And then we've got Uranus and Pluto are trining 1 out of 5 until 2028. So there's a lot of patterns with the outers that are coming into play. So July is another big month. Again, this doesn't really I'm going to say September, October.
Okay.
We go full speed ahead. 2026 is going to be like no other. It's going to be exciting. I think it's going to be a lot of new innovations, a lot of
Yes.
new technology, a lot of things that we have never seen before.
Well, and you guys have the med beds, right? Are they not?
I don't know. Not that I'm
Oh,
aware of. Do
I
we?
don't know. I thought that Trump was opening up or building or something like that. Maybe that's you have to be careful of what you're watching, whether or not it's real or not. But
I
that's what
know.
I thought I had seen. I think it was on X.
I don't, not that I'm aware of, but I
Oh,
could
okay.
just not be aware. But again, that, that energy of who do you, is it true or is it not true? Do I believe or what, who, like you say, as soon as Neptune hits Aries, that was all when Neptune was in Pisces for the last 13 years. We really didn't, up was down and down was up, and we didn't know what we were being told. uh,
We have to go within,
right.
trust your gut. Yes.
But after that, that'll all start to go away. After, it'll be clearer, much clearer. The danger, and there's really not a danger, but kind of a pitfall, what we have to be mindful of when all of this Aries energy comes into the outer planets. Aries is very, and not in a bad way, me oriented sign, right?
Okay.
It's the opposite of Libra. Libra is all about partnerships. Aries is about me.
Okay.
So we have to be mindful to not, to balance out that partnership stuff so that it's not, well, me, I want to do this or I have to do this, because that's very Aries oriented, which is,
Uh,
it's okay. But just be mindful of the balance with the Libra part of Aries,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. This not the selfish, but selfless and I don't
Right,
know, without the ego for sure.
right.
Yeah.
And impulsive. Aries energy is very impulsive.
Okay.
Watch being impulsive. But there's just, it's harmonious, hectic, and crazy. It's crazy. It's exciting though. I think it's exciting.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of old structures are going to fall with this Neptune Saturn, or my bad. Yeah, Saturn Neptune. The last time they were in Aries, it was a different degree. It was 1989. Again, we saw the Berlin Wall fall, Tiananmen Square. We saw the Soviet Union start to collapse when it was USSR, and now it's Russia now. So
Okay.
we will see in mundane astrology or world events a lot of the old structures and old governments fall. We will see
Okay.
that fall.
Okay.
That's happening.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be an eventful. It's going to be an eventful year.
Yeah.
Get ready.
I know. I'm looking forward to it because I just feel like, especially with the energy, like you say about the last new moon, you can really just sense it too. I don't know. You get body sensations, tingles, and things like that as well with the energy changes.
I think so for sure. I
Yeah.
believe so for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you do. I think the biggest the biggest thing to listen to your body when it's saying slow down,
Yeah.
because we're moving from, we were in water and earth for so long, we were paced, we were slower, it was pretty scheduled, it was just, but when you switch over to all fire and air, which that's going to be in our lifetimes from now on, all fire, all air, we move at the speed of sound and
Wow.
don't stop.
Because the air feeds the fire,
Yeah.
keeps it moving. Yeah.
So be mindful of that.
Yeah. On looking at the Schumann graph from last night, there was a big strip of white, so high frequency energy coming in last night too. So I know a lot of people today we're really feeling that. So it gives them a lot of energy too. But then afterwards, it starts turning, it's calm, right? So we have to pay attention to what the energy is coming in as well, and to rest when we need to do that too. So obviously, different schedules don't allow you to. So I think that's how people get burnt out a little bit too,
Yep.
when they're not listening to their body too. So
And the Schumann matches a lot with the astrology.
yeah,
It
yeah,
lines up with everything. It does. It's. I'm going to be anxious. I'm excited to see what it's going to look like in January, the Schumann, because especially the first 2 weeks of January, and then when all of these conjunctions hit with Pluto. Pluto is transformation. It's things that we don't want to see. Pluto brings it up to the surface so that you either get rid of it, heal it, get rid of it, fix it, dissolve it, but it's time to move on.
yes.
And that's going to be the end of January. Pluto's very dynamic energy. It's powerful. So that's going to hit at the end of January. But then again, then we start back up again in February. There's no rest for the wicked.
No, definitely not. No
So,
rest for anyone, actually.
no, you know what? I think the rest will be here in October. We will have a good deserved. Make your vacation for like September.
Yes.
We'll be
Yeah.
able. I hope that made sense for you.
Yes. Thank you very much for coming on and talking about all this. Like, I mean, really, you could be on once a month just to give us the updates,
I
right?
will give you an update.
uh, for anyone watching who doesn't know, you can find Joni on Facebook. She
Yep.
has a page that is Astrology the Series, and you can check her out there. And then she is on every Wednesday night
Yep.
at 8 o'clock, right?
8 p.m. for true
Yeah.
crime forensic astrology.
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Joni.
You're welcome.
Okay, and I will probably see you this weekend on
Yes.
Zoom too.
Yep.
Yes.
This
Okay.
weekend.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, everybody in the chat.
Oh, have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, yes.
Right.
Merry Christmas. I kind of forgot.
I
It's
forgot
this
too.
week
And Happy
already.
New Year. Have a good one.
Bye.
Oops.